Welcome back to Satisfactory. Last time we built up the base, a lot. And also, I did a little bit more offline. I did mention the concrete foundations. This also is gonna be concrete later, but, kinda made this all concrete already. There's still some Z fighting, unfortunately, but it's a lot less noticeable. Unless you, like, stand here and, like, look straight at it. But, like, I like how this looked. Just this round, nice thing. Also, you may also notice there, I extended that more. Because this is gonna be an expensive project on the power end, I made sure to expand my rig to, be double. Alright, it's still fixed, miss. I don't think we have to worry about those right now. What we do have to worry about is... where am I gonna bring up power? I never did bring up power beyond that wall. And I do need it across to the other wall. And those are maxed out, and I don't have level 2. I mean, if you insist. That's the thing is... power, I guess... I could just, build that there. Grab a single outlet and just... forcibly wire it across. Yeah, that works. For now, at least. I can clean it up later, if need be. If we bring it down here and just look at it, 1200, it's gonna be a big ol' thing. But I'm gonna pull up my... the pictures I showed last time with the Satisfactory tools of 10 smart plating, 5 automated wire, 10 versatile framework. I'm going to be using this as a base of, like, how much do I need? Which, I need about 350 of the iron, which... each of these is 240, right? So I would need 2 of these at minimum just to do this. Just because the other 262 iron that I need just for the steel ingot, just for the versatile framework, is, not here. Oh, it's just constructor, right? No, it's assemblers. Versatile framework. Yeah, I need the steel beams. That's, like, a big problem, is all the steel beams. That's where a lot of the iron's getting used. Yeah, because this is 240 each, I'm gonna need 1.5 of these. This will be the full 240, and it's all gonna be iron ingots. I need 157 for iron plate, and 195 for iron rod. I think the easiest start for this is going to be the iron rod, I guess, because I've already smelted the iron ore into the ingot, so... yeah, because it's going to be 13 iron rods. The problem is, these are huge. 15 per, yeah, 13 times 15 will be 195. Yeah, okay. So I don't have to worry about the overlap, the extra. I just take whatever the extra half of the 360 and just shove it right to iron ingot. But for this 195, 13 constructors, though, is a lot. Like, even in the best scenario, that is a lot. I'm trying to mentally figure it out, just because, like, again, I have to place all of these... I guess we should start out with actually putting the top of this on. And just jutting it out a little bit just to see, hey, where might a splitter go? I think a splitter would want to go right right here? Yeah, that would miss the piping. So it's just a start. Ooh, I'm running out of the... I'm going to have to go grab more of those. Well, I should have some over there. I mean, I guess I have the spacing here. It's more of just how neat do I want to make it. Because there's, like, super compact things I could do, but... I think for now I'm just going to figure out how I want to make these. And I can have, like, this right inlet be the extra, and then just loop back if... Yeah, because it's 195. There is going to be some that's going to be needed over there, or wherever that's going to be going. Or do I want to use those? I want to use this 240 first. Because those three I can just immediately put up easily, whereas these are less easy to bring up. So yeah, I think maybe I should start with this. Yeah, this should be good to be a good starting point. As long as I leave a little bit of space open. Actually, no, this hole is not going to be staying here. So I could just cover this up so I'm not thinking about it. And now let's start putting down our constructors. We need 13 of them. Okay, now I think I need it to be a little further, just because I want some room between that. That should be enough. Yeah, that looks good. That's one structure. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna loop it around just because I might do 4 and then start looking around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then there should be room for the extra to go wherever it needs to go. That splitter, ooh. That's one problem. Let's get rid of... Ooh, no, 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 do not. Don't use control. I'll end up mass deleting stuff. So, one issue there is... how that it lines up. Yeah, there's not enough room here, though this is a little extra walkway, so that's fine. But I think I'm gonna just quick time-lapse this just to get these correctly lined up. Yeah, you're right. Barely fit it all in. Barely fit it all in. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And then there's 3 more, so that would be 13 things of iron rods. Which means we can just start feeding them straight in if we wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to properly split them off here. Splitter goes there. And then we just run them down the line. The only issue is, how do I want to be getting rid of my excess? That's the big thing. Also, I need to go grab all that, because this is going to be worth a lot of steel beams. Do I have? Yeah, I have lots in here. Yeah, as we also saw last time, I figured out what to do with the presents. I'm not going to bother with them. Just because it doesn't really give me anything I need for this, and also because it's a kind of a let's play. You might not be playing during Fixmas, which ruins the fun of that. It's gonna be, how many times? It's gonna be 15, it's gonna be 30, 60, 90, 120, or I can have it there, but I might do this. I have no iron, it's just use line. Except for here. I'm gonna do this properly here. So, line it up. 2 away. Perfect 90 degrees. And that's all. What's called attach, we can turn it all on, and immediately start smelting the iron rods, because it's not to. This is going to start the iron rod smelting better. 1, 2, that's 1, 2. Perfect 3, start. So, iron rod, copy settings, Control V, and Control V on everything. If I don't miss my jumps. It would have been easier to go the other directions because of the ladders. I could have just lined myself up with all the ladders. Good to keep that in mind for next time. Well, I guess now I'm actually going to need all those... I'm going to need a bunch of poles just for making sure I have wiring all the way down. So, where was that? That was this one. How far do I want to put it? I guess... Ooh. Did not mean to back out of that. There's one of the big problems with these massive builds that you're going to end up doing if you try to get far into this game. No. Ooh. 3, 4. There we go. Is, things start getting in the way until you get into, like, the end game. There we go. Actually, I can also do something like this. No, I don't attach that. What I wanted to do was this one, since it can't get double. And then I can do more areas all the way across as needed. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I just have to like between every single one of these. Just make sure I get wires, so... Oh, I want these to be 4 meters. That should get these 2. 4 meters. Attach that. And like I said, I'm going super... I don't know why that. I'm not aiming at that. I don't know why you say, hey, you want to have these right? I don't want to have this. Game, please be nice to me. I don't cry, but... I don't know that, I don't cry. You're gonna get that. Okay, so now I can connect this one to that. This one to that. I guess I probably also connect this one to that. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna need to extend this upper floor more again, though. Which also means, where do I start this one? So this is the start of my ramp going upwards. Because I also want to make this stairwell be consistent across all the floors. So now... Uh-oh, I'm about to sneeze. Alright, edit that out. If I don't edit it out, well, I'm an idiot. Wait, oh, I am an idiot anyway, so... But I'll be even more of one if I don't edit that out. Okay, so now we got another floor that we'll have to start building up. But it's less of an issue. Where does... From here is where they start building out. I'm gonna build this out just so that I don't have any more white issues. Lots and lots of foundations. It all will end up being worth it in the end. Okay, so now I can once again get back to adding... right here, I guess? I want 20 steel. You know, those ones are only... Right length, Okay, there we go. Things are actually working correctly. I guess I could have just connected that to there. Oh well. Okay, I need 2 more. Okay, no, I guess I can't connect that to that, so connect that to there, this to there. And then this should be able to connect to here, and there we go. They're all lit up. They should all be producing. Make sure they're not... Yeah, they're all green light. So now this should be 195 iron rods. With how much left over? 241 minus 195. That's divided by. 1 is minus 995. 45. That's easy math. I should have known that off the top of my head. But okay, so we have... We can get all these onto one belt if we merge. I guess I could go around just to get the extra iron. But I don't know where I want to send the extra iron. This is getting some, right? I hope so, just because... Well, I guess because manifold, it has to work its way through, which is why I'm letting it go through as it is. Yeah, okay, it's because manifold issues. Once these start filling up, it's gonna zoom right to the end. Yeah, where do I want to put the extra 45? I guess I could do another splitter off of there. I'm going to need 150 iron ingots to make iron plates. Or 156. Nope. I want to just pull out one constructor just to look at it. Iron plates, 20 per minute. You know, my whole thing is having a 360, so I will have 160. Yeah, I used 195. I should just do this here. So, I'm planning on using half of one of those, which would be 360 ore total. Minus 195 I used. I have 165. So that would be 165 iron ingot. 165 divided by 30. 5.5. Yeah, because that would be 165. Okay, so I will have 165 iron plates, some iron plates extra. Okay. So still, though, I need lots of iron plates. Question is, though, again, where do I want to be bringing out the extra iron? I guess I could loop it around here. I don't know how long I want to be building this out, but I could easily loop it around here. And then put my 5 constructors that I need here. So I'm going to need... How many rods is it a minute? 15 per? That's actually kind of annoying. So I'm going to need 115, so 115 divided by 15. 7 2/3 of these for screws. And this is where all the... Hold on. That moves there. That moves there. Yeah, because where... I guess I should start with the rotors, probably, with this. Just because 50 a minute, 30 a minute. The issue is you need a lot of stuff. Give me a second. Cutting ahead. Okay, I'm kind of ahead now. I did some thinking on it. I think I am going to loop it over here. First, I'm going to cut this in half. Or just cut this in with a Mark II, just to like, hey, mark it out. For future note to myself. And I think what I'm going to do is... I'm going to feed the extra bit over to here, and we can do something here with merging all of the parts together, because... Yeah, we're not gonna need many constructors. We only need 5.5, right? Yeah. 165 divided by 30. Yeah, 5.5 constructors. Because most of the rods become screws. 115 of them. And then there's a 50 and a 30 for rotor and modular frame. So starting off, we're just gonna... I don't remember how I split it down there. But for now, I'm just gonna get everything back on the same level. Again. 1, 2. Right, 1, 2. Okay, feel longer. Okay, so now starting. Yeah, I want to start cutting all these, bring down the line. I don't know how far I want to be bringing it down the line, but this I need to just undo. Do another splitter. Oh no, that I want Mark III just for the funnies. And then the extra will be 1, 2. Bring it there for now. So this is where we're going to put the output of the merger. These mergers are going to be what the iron plates ride on. So it's a matter of... There it is. How do these sit naturally with these? There is a little bit of a space, so I want to do that similarly on both sides. That should be good. Yeah, that's perfect. And so we're going to need 6 of these, or 5.5, as the math worked out to be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll underclock this last one, underclock the last one to be only the 15. I'll manually turn these on, just to make sure. And so yes, this should be 15 extra, which means we will need to merge. We will need to merge here, only to immediately split off here. Right, the input's what matters. Input here, so input there, input there, input there, and input there. Lines up, 1, 2. And then we got these, as soon as I start making. That's my 2, this is my 3. 1, 2. There's like a green line, like, that's okay. So 1, 3, just make sure it goes over. So, so much of it. So now these should get perfectly filled. Even extra so. And now we just need to power it up. Yeah, having it. Which just means we have to, once again, connect the power to everything. Which means we're going to disconnect the power from that for now. So we can just do the metal pull again, metal trick. 4. That'll be for these 2. And I need again for these 2. There we go. And then one for these 2, I just put it there, or here. Much better, okay. And that can connect to the wall, so I can press power anywhere I need to. And then that can connect to... Was it that one? It was that one. There we go. 6 green lights. So these should be filling up on plates, which means we can connect them to... I should have 160 plates, which means we're going to need one more merger there. And one more merger there. And I'm going to put this here again, 2. So yes, this should be 105 iron plates, but actually 110 iron plates. I have 5 extra. Which means I will now need to turn things into screws, which means 115 iron rods a minute into screws, which... 15... No, 115 divided by 15. Yeah, that was... Yeah, okay, so I need 7.5, or 11.5 constructors, so 12 constructors just for screws for what these iron rods are going to come into. But that means I need 8 of the machines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the machines to merge into the same spot. Nope. Merge. And I don't know what the rest of them are, so I'm going to connect that now and see what happens later. Let's see else the thing out though. I'm going to use my but why not? I'm pretty sure my crate already is completely filled up. And these should be 220s. So yeah, that should be fine. So actually, Mark 3 just for the fun. So now we have... This can go into the reinforced iron plates bit, which is going to be 3.5 assemblers, but we need 210 screws out of it, which... Okay, constructor... Nope. Constructor... How many screws is it? 40 per, if we need 210. Oh. So we're gonna have to do some annoying splitting. Okay, that's the half of it. So 210. Oop. Wrong button. Yeah, 210 divided by 40 is 5.25. That would be 2.5 though. Yeah, some annoying numbers going on, but I'm gonna end up just, like, manifolding it all. Just because it's a lot of screws. It's so many screws. Yeah, it's actually 250 screws a minute that I need for the rotors. So let me just double check the logistics. That can handle up to 270, so I'm gonna need 2 sets of belts either way, because I need 460. Yeah, 460 divided by 40 is 11.5. So I am gonna need 2 sets. See, this is where the issue comes in. This is how many iron rods I need just for screws. This just here. Without worrying about the iron plates added together. I need to fit 11.5 constructors somewhere. Okay, the issue is, if I want to separate 5 out, I need to split this 3 ways before merging, and that's going to be an issue with how I laid this out. Because I will have 5 extra. Unless I can just manifold it, but that would... Yeah, I'll need a triple split somewhere. I think I have an idea. Since this isn't going to work out anyway, take this. There's going to be 15 coming out of here, but I need only 5 of them to come out. And go that way. So that'll be the 5. Okay, that's the correct one. So if I just do this, that will be 5. That will be 5. So now I will have 5 coming out that way, going into here. 5 coming out that way, 5 coming out that way, going into here. Delete this merger. Set this merger to go out the correct direction. Logistics. This is the pain of big projects in Satisfactory. But now I have it correctly balanced out that there's the 5 extra, including this would be 5. No, this would be 5, 20, 30, that would be 50, 80. Okay, yeah. Perfect. Got the perfect amount of iron rods. But that still doesn't solve the issue of all the space I need for screws. We might need to actually do the screws upstairs, or actually extend the base even further out to here. Also the question of, do I want that to be my space elevator? Do I actually want to put my space elevator there, or do I want to be that a natural formation for... I'm planning on extending a bridge all the way over into that biome as a future project, potentially. I don't know if I want it on that side or this side, and if I do it on this side, I would want to use that as, like, a natural bridge. I'm alive. Be right back. Okay, that hiccup aside. Again, I want to make that a bridge to cross over into the other side. Yeah, I think if I don't extend this further, I absolutely have to do the screws upstairs. So I have to figure out how to either get all 12 constructors in this area, or give up and move upstairs already. Which really isn't, like, the worst thing ever, even if I have to do that. It gives me more room to do, like, the copper stuff. I can, like, make this, like, the import for the steel, or, like, where I work on the copper. And I don't know where I'm going to let that out, but... So I do need to work on the copper, so... Now, it's not like I'm wasting room. I have infinite room and all that. Still, though, I'm just worried about how it all lines up. I can't always bring screws back down to use this space. Yeah, I think really the only way to fit this is... Even if I do something round like this again, I'll still end up with the screws in a bad spot. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put them upstairs. Belt them up and then just worry about it there. Oh well. Well, it's a good thing I built out some of this floor. Nope, not vertical. I forgot to do the important part of actually make holes for where they're gonna go. Because I need the conveyor holes, which will be here. If I'm doing up and up, I think it would be right here. But if I steer straight up. Yeah, it would be on there, I believe, and right on this corner. Let's see how that does. So, Mark III. Okay, they're going straight up. Nope, too far. I need to move it one more. Ta-da. So now I can just start making the screws however I want. The one on the right is the screws. I think I want to move it like... First I'm going to put the lid on. Mark III. Splitter. Split off from... That's good enough. I do want a slight split, or like slight distance from it. I only want to connect it closely on the bottom area, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I need 12 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need wire, but I got plenty. Yes, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Screws. This will be a half screw. Oop. And then the rest of these will be copy. 12. Nope, I wanted to paste. Okay. Paste, 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 paste. I just have one picture behind it instead. It's way easier. Alright, I'm gonna set up all the splitters once more. And again, this is technically still a small project in the grand scheme of Satisfactory. It can seem like too much at times, but it's actually nicer than you think. Okay, splitter. There you go. I also need to fix some things. Did not need to do that. 1, 2. Okay, the last one, I want a splitter. I want it like that. Yes, I have all the iron rods around here. I'm going to mark 3 it towards there, towards there. It should be 10, so I should just use mark 1 at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be there, and I'm already mark 3. That's only 5, which is lower than I need. It's just going to be moving very slow, just because manifold. Manifold being you're overflowing each of the inputs, but in a good way. Unfortunately, you can't kill that. And yes, I mean unfortunately. I don't know how I want to do my next floor, so I think for the moment, I'm only going to do basic poles on the ground that I can fix up later. Aside from here, this is going to be... Yeah, I don't know how I want to do it. I think I'm going to be making this like a roof area at this point. God damn it. Unfortunately, when things are under construction, it could be a bit dangerous. So anyway, as I was trying to do, I'm going to... I don't think I'm keeping these floors here, but... Oh wow, I'm actually out of iron plate. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And this is one of the big pitfalls of fancy bases like this is... It takes a bit to travel if you're trying to do it the correct way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait, this is a double that I need. How does roof attach? Too close. I want it one more down. But I do want it in the middle like that. Yeah, 1, 2. That looks better. Once again, attach it. I'm building a ladder to get back up. I should probably also do that just because it's easier to travel that way for when I do need to... Hey, I have a service entrance or a service shaft. Maybe I should actually use it as a service shaft. Yeah, for now, I'm going to just route this with normal power poles and... Once we get things more fancy, then I'll swap to have an extra. I got outline. Okay, there we go. These are all on. These should all be making screws now. Which means now I can actually use all those iron plates. Which just do I could probably fit it between here if I do like a double. I don't think it would cause any clipping. Because now I need to use all of the iron plates for 4 assemblers. Yeah, I'm gonna use up through here. I'm just gonna, yeah, align myself on here. Like that. Yeah, that should be good. I'm just gonna double check now that I can actually do what I suggested with the... Where was it? Right here. Okay, what I'm going to do is... line up. It says it's clipping, but you won't be able to notice. Why is that one? Because I don't have concrete now. As you can see, building these projects takes a lot of resources. A lot of up and down. But that's also why later I also want to do some sort of central storage like I have there. Build that up better. Alright, should be about here-ish? Okay, there. Yeah, that's not clipping. It's very, very close together, but it's not clipping. So you lied to me, video game. That might clip, though. And if it does, that actually will bother me. In which I'll have to just go 3 layers up then. No, that's fine. 2 layers is fine. I just need to get out. There we go. Help, I'm stuck. And so now I have the layers for that. So now we have to do the 3.5 assemblers. 2, 3, 4 assemblers. A reinforced steel plate, so 2.5. That's the half. Reinforced steel plate. Reinforced steel plate. This should be enough room. If it's not, I'll just move them back 1. Okay, let me guess. This is not gonna be straight on? Yeah, I didn't think so. Because this one is. Okay, this is screws. Yeah, it's 40 screws a minute. We're gonna need 60 per minute, though. I think what I'm going to do is actually move these around. So if this is going to need... This is going to need 60 screws a minute. This is 40. But this, if I split in two with a splitter, is just enough. So let's merger. Correct direction. What the? Merge the correct direction into there. That should be 60 exactly. And then I can do the same thing here. Merger going the correct direction. Build the assembler to just work straight ahead. The issue is going to be the last one, which is going to need exactly 40. We'll see how that works. Well, I actually have to attach all that. There we go. So now that should be exactly 60 minutes. So now this is the 15. Yeah, I would want to put it here, I suppose, for the other 60 a minute one. God, I'm so stupid. Okay, so I was trying to do something fancy. Not gonna work because I'm an idiot. Okay, it's these two, so I will left entry. They're lined up. That'll be the full 5. Okay, I cannot use this same thing anymore. God, I am so bad at this. Okay, so if you think you're stupid, just look at what I'm doing. Overcomplicating things to the max. Okay, that'll be 40. This will be a splitter. I guess I'll put right there. I'm gonna merger right there. 1, 2. Okay, no, this should be 8. This would be 80 then, yes? 80. And they can just get belted off to here. Oop. Hitting all the wrong buttons still. Once again, build another merger. Belt it out that way. Wait, no, my issue is... I'm trying to make this neat, but also make sense in my head. Which, if you're not in my head, that's a problem. This is probably even just time-lapse now. That's 80. These merge together, they go there. This is the extra. Okay, so yeah, that will get me the 60. That'll give me the extra 20. Oh well. So these are merging together to be 60. And then I can do another assembly here. This can be the 2.5. Because the screws only go to 2 places. And then from here on... I want the assembly actually on the other side. If I don't want things to be overlapping and getting confusing, I actually have to do it like that. This is a merger. And, you know, I need to do it on the other side again. Yeah, they all are lapping, or overlapping. They're all lapping. They're all LARPing. Yeah, 2.5, 5, 5, 5. It's this stupid half of one that causes the issue. Okay, I'm actually going to quick take this down, take this down, take this down. Splitter, I'm going to split off 2 directions. This should be perfectly fine. This one, isolated, should be perfectly fine. This should be not fine. Because that should be 20 going into there. I'm going to just use Mark IIIs only from this point forward. I want to splitter once again. That'll get me the 30 a minute. Autosave. Also, I like how when I fell immediately into needing it saved. It like saved right after. So now all the screws are done. But there will be some extra. Which I can just throw into the mergers this way. Because this should be, according to my numbers, 250. Because, yeah, 60 times 3, plus, yeah, 210. Okay, that should be perfect then. And then once again, 1, 1, 2. And since these are 40, except for this one, this is not 40. That's 20, which is good. That's what I wanted at. So now I have the reinforced iron plates made. The big thing to worry about here is going to be sending the iron plates out to where they gotta be. Which about, how high is that? I think that's actually the correct height. Well, I'll just start with 2 and go from there. Aha! There, that's how you fix it. And then you just delete that. Good enough, okay. Everything's aligned correctly. Now I just need to power these and these should be good. Right, yeah, I have all the imports in. They should all be filling, so now it's just a matter of... bring a wire over. Which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be... chopping off a little, so... I'll just start with this and... yeah, there we go. Again, it's kind of messy for now, but... okay, between these two would be right there. That's too high. There's some messy I can abide by. Messy wiring is not one of them. So now, yes. Now they're filling up. Yeah. Why are you not filled up yet? Alright, manifold. Duh. And this one was, like, set up, like, first. But for now, I can just shove some of that in. There we go. And that in. But there we go. This, if I did everything right... I even double-check my belts. 3, 3, 3. Or even make... I'll just make all of these 3s just to be sure. Just so that I can't have anything breaking. And that's Mark 3. I don't need these to be any higher than a Mark 1 just because it only takes 30 a minute. So this should be perfectly done. Which means I have 17.5 that will all merge into one line. 5 minutes. 15 minutes. 17.5 a minute, all on a single belt, which means I can either bring it downstairs or bring the extra iron rods up here and use all this space. That all depends, just because I need all the screws that are left over. All this 250 screws. Do I bring 250 screws downstairs for the rotors, or do I bring pipes up? Well, let me... I do have... let's see, it's going to be 2.5 for those. Smart platings is 5 assemblers. Yeah, I think I'm going to send the screws back down to the rods. It's all going to depend. Okay, so first, where am I actually going to bring those down? I need to bring the screws and the reinforced iron plates to get to the rods. Because all the rods I need. All 80 left over. Okay, this will be... yeah, 30, 60, 15, and then the 20. It all depends on... I guess I could just bring them down here. Yeah, I think... well, this will be where the 30 is used. So I don't even need to split those off. It's the rotors that I'm worried about, so yes. These two I will merge into the same one. 1, 2. Always count it out. Because I will need 30 for assembly 1. It's 2.5 for... so it's 3 actually. So 1, 2, 3. Because this is where I'm doing the modular frames, which will be 1, 6, 18, 30 iron rods. And this would be where I need some of the reinforced iron plates, but not all of it. So I could do another split. First, let's get all this in. Plug this in. Alright, that's 15, that's 12. So I'd actually want to merge it on this one. I want to do a fancy sort of thing. I want to split here, merge here. Actually, I can start to do that one later. And I split off properly here. Let's get closer than this. What else closer? What else closer? Okay, it's not all the base. No, okay, but out of your way. Okay, that's an angle. On this. 1, 2. 1, 2. Ta-da, I did it. Okay, so... these will go in here. They will split off between these two. Merge into here. And those two will split off like that. Yeah, that needs 12 a minute. Yeah, as long as things manifold, we're alright. As long as I keep the manifold up, we're alright. And that can merge in over there. Which means I'm just gonna quick, 1, 2. Just so that I know where it's all going. That's not even like entirely to be needed. That's just so I know it's all going to there, to that central point, however I want to direct it. So anyway, the 2.5 assemblers for modular frames to get 5 modular frames a second. Now I need the reinforced iron plates to come down. Where's my ladder? 9. Or, no, 10. This ladder's just temporary, just so that I could see... okay, I have a lot. I have about 2. Which means I could actually do a splitter here-ish. And then do a hole here. Or it could be right into the... Okay, no, I have to do it here-ish if I don't want it getting in the way of the wire. Which, yes, I am being super, super annoying about this. I know. I know. Don't worry, you don't have to yell at me. I'm already yelling at myself. I want to make this just one piece. Okay, this will be, I think I line up here, so 1, 2. I'll fix this. I think that's all right. Yes. Nope. Mendoza! Okay, I'm lying with that, but sure. Yeah, that'll work. It's only temporary. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure I did that correctly, so I'm going to, just to be sure. I'm going to like that. Splitter. 2. What? There. There we go. Now, as soon as they're powered, we should be cooking. Which, it will be easy to power them just because of this. Oh no. Get that one out. Yellow. Good, good. It's working. And because I have extra filling in here, it's gonna manifold very quickly. And this should give me 5 modular frames a minute, which will go into the versatile framework, which at this point I just need steel beams for, because, yeah, let me... One assembler... Nope, wrong one. Versatile framework. I'm gonna have 2 of these. And so now, yeah, I just need the 60 steel beams a minute, which is gonna be an entire separate project. However, for now, because of the rarity of and complexity of this item, I do want to actually start stockpiling these in a way. I don't need it that far out. Since this is only temporary, I'm not trying to be neat with it, even if that looked like I was trying to be. It actually was not. Because of how difficult these are to get, and it's going to be 5 a minute, that's too much to just let go. I want to fill that up. So when we come back to this versatile framework, we're going to have to deal with steel first. If I could get back up here. Please. 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 Thank you. Okay, now the rest of it is the rotors. Am I bringing the iron rods down, or am I bringing the screws up? I think I am kind of out of room here. Just because even for having this space here, I do have only a tiny little open space here that I can, like, make scaffolding to look over it if needed. Which I might actually want to do that just to be able to... There's an issue there. I've pinpointed it. And this will be a good starting point for it, maybe. So I think the rest of these I'm going to merge in and belt upwards to the screws. Because I'm going to be doing anything here, it'll be the modular frames. And we'll be like over here until this area here actually will open. I don't really think I can fit much here anymore. I'll do it before I run anything. That bothers me so much, so I'm going to just fix it right now. Okay, do that. I don't need that. I don't want that. No, I want that. There we go. I want to make those go up so that I know, hey, I have all this extra iron to do stuff with. Whatever stuff is, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so now let's actually merge this all together. And then I think I'm going to just here-ish. So there-ish. What does that look like up above? That's the question of, am I in the way of my screws at all? No, I'm not. Cool. That's like perfect. And then I can just belt it wherever I need to belt it to. Let's fill this up though. And all my screws should be on one thing, and it should only be 2.5 rotor assemblers. Which is not even a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this out just to jump down. So where is my merger? I want to merge immediately into there. That's 15. That is 30. That's 45. That's an extra 5. Okay, yeah. The number is still... For a second, I thought I messed up the numbers. Like, oh no. How did I mess up those numbers that bad? But no, that should be 50 exactly going up. So, apparently, even with all the editing down, all the stuff I wanted to keep, still too much for this to be a single episode without it being, like, a 2-hour episode. So now that this is, like, over the 1-hour mark, I'm gonna split this here. For the rest of, the next time, episode 10 is gonna be the rest of finishing Phase 2. So this was the start of putting everything together to start up Phase 2, or getting the stuff built. Next episode will be building everything else up to actually finish Phase 2. And we'll see it all go into the elevator, send it off, and that'll be... yeah, that's how we'll handle it next time. Take care, and may the power of animated hogs lay waste to your enemies.